What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, friends? I appreciate y'all for continuing to hold us down. Was downloading this, got some new AirPods because my daughter had lost hers. So I gave mine to her, and then I ordered the new ones, and apparently the new ones have language translation in them. So when you're kicking it with somebody, you can actually translate the language through the AirPods, and that way I don't have to learn any new languages. So now when y'all sending all of these, or y'all talking to me with the different languages, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feel? Everything good? Life is good? Yes. Yes. What's going on, friends? We here. We are here. All right. Great video on the Darth Anton channel. Oh, y'all already watched those? Wow, I just dropped it, I think, at 45 minutes ago. I didn't even know that people would be tapping into that. Yeah, I'm back vlogging. I had some software issues. I don't know, because you remember when I used to, like, it was one episode where it wouldn't play none of the videos. Like, I can test that to see if that's an issue, and then I have to fix it before it goes live. And then I had a software update and installing updates. But we here. Courtney Egger show says, AD, what's the back and forth with Tony the Closer? We got a back and forth? What are you talking about? When did we have a back and forth? You about to go crazy with the Spanish chicks? What back and forth are you talking about, Courtney Egger? I don't know. Somebody inform me. When did we go back and forth? Is it something that I'm not aware of? I was asleep last night. After our live stream, I went to sleep last night. What are you talking about? Do stuff just like make itself up? When did I start going back and forth with him? Are people like trying to create something? Uh, 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 uh. It's so old. That's when Charleston and Tony was beefing. Really? A new video dropped about your back and forth. He blasted you on his page. Is he looking for clout or something? Man, that junk is so old. So me and Charleston had did an interview a long time ago, and then me and Charleston had a little bit of a back and forth. This was well over 2 years ago. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, me and Charleston had went back and forth or whatever, and um, whatever happened, it was like well over a year ago or 2 years ago or a year and a half ago or something like that. Man, that's so old. That's been under the rug for so long ago. Is it because I hit him like I'm popping and I got a lot of people tapping into my platform or something now? I don't, bro. Let them have it. God bless them. If people are making stuff up or people trying to create a new narrative, God bless you. I hope that works out well for you. Um, I don't. I only beef with people that I can actually benefit from. So there's no benefit in that. And when I say beef, I'm not talking about real life. I'm talking about on the internet. You can't even really beef with somebody that's not even in your city. And I don't have any beef with anybody that's in my city. So nobody is coming to Detroit. I regularly go back and forth to Miami. I don't have no problems with nobody. So life is good. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know where all of this extra stuff comes from. Me and Charleston is in a great space. As a matter of fact, Charleston should be coming here um next month. Charleston will be here next month. So we're gonna be shooting new content. And life is good. Life is good. So O'Shea posted about it. Let's go see it. Let's see it. Matter of fact, I'm not doing all of that. Give me a second. It's a newer iPhone. I haven't used this in a while. All right. So, anyways, I'm not going and viewing videos and all of that stuff. That's the schoolgirl stuff. I just sent a message to O'Shea, tell him to hit me up. I'm not dealing with this low level bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't about no money, if it ain't about running up a bag, then that's what we doing. I don't deal with all of that extra stuff. So if that's what y'all, if remember this, all right, just remember this. If something was really beef, then I wouldn't talk about it on the internet, because if something was really happening, if something was really going down, then it's not something that you should be talking about on the internet. So the very fact that I'm even listening and responding to this shows you that there is nothing on it. And I know my name is hot as fish grease right now. I get it. You know what I'm saying? People are clout chasing and they want visibility from it and stuff like that. But y'all gotta at least pick something that's real or relevant. Like, you can't go back and forth about something that's not relevant. So God bless him. I don't follow Tony the Closer. I don't kick it with him. I don't know him. I know at one point years ago I had reached out to him to actually either meet in person or have a conversation about going back and forth. He had declined to have that conversation. From a grown man's perspective, I did what I did as far as like reaching out and having a conversation to address any discrepancies. And again, that was years ago. That was at least 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. We went our separate ways. He's doing his thing. I don't know nothing about him. I don't follow him, and I'm doing my thing. So whatever, if y'all saying it's a back and forth between me and him, I'm not aware of it. It's one sided, and it's gonna be one sided going forward. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to say about it. And like again, I know that my name is on fire right now, and I'm popping, and very few people are in the same space as me as far as doing the views, visibility, and getting it popping. So I don't get into that. I ain't got no beef with nobody in real life, and I'm keeping it moving. And if it ain't on no content shit, and if it ain't with somebody that's actually super relevant, then I don't want to talk about it, because I'm not kicking it with, or I'm not going back and forth with nobody that's not doing equal or equivalent views as me. Or if a platform is not equal or equivalent views as me. Anything low level, anything below, you know what I'm saying, a certain threshold that I have in my mind, I don't address it. I don't go back and forth. If somebody is clout chasing, I don't address it. I don't go back and forth, because it has to benefit me as well as benefit them. You know what I'm saying? So if they're promoting me and they getting me visibility by keeping my name in the algorithm, I appreciate it, and I'm not going to ever dispute that. I'm not going to have a problem with that. But in order for me to give somebody else visibility, I think it has to be equal value. And if it's not equal value, and that's not no shot at nobody, but this is just my life philosophy. If it's not an equal value exchange, then I'm not going to address it. That's just the way that I move. All right. Facts. Low vibration. Low vibration. So keeping it moving. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's so funny? I feel incredible. I feel incredible, man. I feel incredible. We about to go and get another plaque. We're gonna add another infinity stone to the wall. I actually am thinking about moving my studio over into the Hudson's building up the street. So I'm having a conversation with Bedrock, which is the Dan Gilbert company. Shout out to them over there. And I was nominated for Creator Con, but I'm not gonna be here. So shout out to Creator Con Detroit. I appreciate y'all for nominating me for Creator of the Year in Detroit. But I will not be there, so y'all should probably give it to somebody else. All right, y'all ready to get started with the show? That's the biggest thing, man. That's the biggest thing, is that you gotta know where you are in life, and you gotta play your position accordingly. You can't. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know when it's something that's something, is something is nothing. And if it's not something that's relevant, that's really, you know what I'm saying, making a difference or making an impact, man, we building houses, we breaking new ground, we doing all of this new shit, bro. Ain't nobody on that nonsense. Ain't nobody on no nonsense. I'm courtside every game, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna you know what my biggest problem is, honestly? My biggest problem in life is impatience on being able to get to this fitness bag. That's it. Cause I got new goals that I want to get to as far as fitness is concerned. And so a year from now, because I gave myself a 2 year timeline. So, you know, we just gonna go through the process the same way that we did when it came to content creation, the same way that we did when it came to the money, the same way that we did when it came to everything. That's the new play for me. That's my life goal. My life goal is to be fit as fuck. That's the only thing I care about. So I don't talk about it a lot because I'm so busy working on it, and I've recreated. I got the best trainers now. I got the best nutritionists. I got the doctors on board. I'm a approach this like a world class athlete. I'm going to approach health and fitness the same way that an athlete would, the same way that I approached it when a content creation came about, the same way that I just blocked everything off when it came to business. Now that all of those things are running, the only thing I care about is the fitness. That's my biggest thing. My daughter is straight. My home life is straight. Every single other avenue of my life is straight. If you think that I'm going to waste my time going back and forth with somebody that is not even in my city, is not even in my space, and you miss it. You miss it, bro. You miss the whole boat. That's the only thing I care about, is approaching that from that perspective. If it ain't about no money, remember this, fellas. Remember this. And this is from my day. This is from a 80s babies, 90s made me. If it ain't about no bag, if it ain't about getting better spiritually and physically, or if it's not about no hoes, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. If it's not about no money, your journey, or if we not figuring out where the women is at, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Otherwise, I'm going to be chilling with my daughter. I'm going to be chilling with my family, and I'm going to be trying to get some pussy. Other than that, y'all can have it, bro. Y'all can have all of that low level fighting, gang banging, going back and forth. I'm chilling. That's my honest, that's the honest, I can't get no realer than that. I can't get no realer than that. If you ain't helping me get another crown inside of, another diamond or a piece of gold inside of my crown, miss me with the bullshit. All right, y'all, let's get to it. So, considering that life is so good, let me first acknowledge the people that support the platform. Let me figure out how I can tap in with the people that's supporting the platform. Gotta acknowledge the Cash Appers. First, I want to give a shout out to my dog, Mike that dude. Thank you, Mike that dude. I appreciate you. I don't care about that. I don't care if people rushing me. I'ma still move at a glacial pace. I don't have nowhere to be. I don't have no live stream tonight. I don't have nothing. I don't have nowhere to be. I move on my own time. Y'all could push it. It's just gonna make me slow down some more. Like, nobody can rush me. Shout out to A. Wyatt. I appreciate you. Christopher Williams. Mr. Williams, I appreciate you too. Spencer Campbell, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you for holding me down. And who is this nigga asking me for some money on my Cash App? Mr. Daniels, can you help me, please, if you can, sir? No, I cannot. Nope. I don't know you, my dog. I'm sorry. Decline request and block. Let me make sure I block him. Any nigga begging me for $600. Any grown man begging me for, boy, you better go get your EBT card up. Shout out to my dog, Courtney Egger. I appreciate you on Cash App also. I got a no in my spirit. I got a no in my spirit. Keelan Murray says, yo, morning AD. The apartments in front of me caught fire this morning in West Houston. Thank God everyone got out safe. I'll send it to your email. Bet. Appreciate you, bro. I-80 Avery says, I want to see my guy on Shark Tank. They might have a seat for you, AD. I ain't got that much money, do I? Aaliyah Summers says, hey, I thought you had to be a billionaire to be on Shark Tank. I might be off, though. Hey, AD, just stopping by before heading to work. I like the fact that you stop by and you give me some kind of love before you go to work. I like that, Aaliyah. I like that. What's up, baby? Sir Tiberius says, I interviewed like a king and got the job, of course. Also getting 100% VA disability back. Hey, man, congratulations, bro. Congratulations on everybody getting new jobs after watching the Interview Like a King video and running up a bag. Congratulations. We didn't know you was going to get it. You a bag chaser. You in the Patreon. Link is in the description of the video. The Millionaire Evening Show. Good evening. Maybe I might have an evening show coming. Maybe I'm testing some new things. You never know. Maybe the Millionaire Morning Show channel is going to become a 24-hour network. Who knows? I got big things on the way. Poor Legacy says, we in the building. My girl Mika, what up, though, says, Mr. Daniels, can you help me out? Of course I can help you out. Of course I can help you out. And I love you too. I love you too. Nobody loves you like I do. Nobody loves Mika like I do. I think I'm going to be in DC sometime in November, late November or something like that. So we going to see how that plop out. I love you too, Mika. You already know that. I tell you that all the time in real life. Deidre says, hi, AD. I have an important gala next month at my new law firm. Can you share do's and don'ts like arrival time, attire, and networking? Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Okay, so, well, you got to look at it from my lens, okay? I'm going to tell you what my lens looks like. I'm never on time, and I'm always leaving early. I give people just enough time to enjoy me, but not enough time to get annoyed, or not enough time to not pedestalize me. So you have to create an aura about yourself. I do the same thing when it comes to all of the events that I go to. Even if it's going to a basketball game, I'm never the first one there. I always wait until there is a crowd. I make sure that I am on point, and I'm always going to be fresh. I'm always going to be stunning. And then I leave. I'm usually probably the second or third person to leave because I want to create the environment. I don't want there to be any dead space. And then I want to leave when it's appropriate because I don't want you to feel too comfortable around me. I still want to create the aura around myself. So the point that I'm making to you is that I don't know what the arrival time is, but I tend to arrive between 30 minutes to an hour into the party, depending on how long the party is. Now, if the party is 4 hours, then I'm usually going to be there from about 1.5 to 2 hours. And that gives me a little bit of time to work the room, say hi, sit down, enjoy the festivities, participate, and then leave before I wear out my welcome. So you have to create the aura around yourself. You know what I'm saying? Aura, attire, networking, never be the last person to leave, never be the first person to show up, always make an impact, shake hands, kiss babies, stay moving, keep motion, sit down, enjoy the festivities, and then be one of the first people to leave after you thank everybody and shake hands and you get an opportunity to meet people, then you out. That's my rule of thumb. That's my rule of thumb. Keep it real general. Allow them to see a little bit of you on the outside. Like, don't talk too personal. try to have a date, have somebody accompany you. But if it's your law firm, make sure that they can communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you got a husband or not or anything like that, but if you can if they know how to communicate, make sure you with somebody that can help navigate that. Right? You don't want them to be too sharing or too drunk, or you don't want the type of person with you that's gonna be pissy drunk and all of that stuff, but you want them to be a good time, and you don't want them to be a Debbie Downer or to have a bad attitude or to be standoffish. And this is another thing that I tell people, when I talk to women, right, and I coach women, and they talk about what they want and what kind of man they want to be like, or what kind of man they want to be with. Are you in a position to really be able to support him in the rooms that he needs to be moving around? Can you support him? Are you really the type of woman that would demand or command that type of respect, or, where people would say, oh man, she is such a sweet woman and all of this stuff? Or are you the type of woman that's just, you still doing the same old hood shit? You know? That's a really great question. I like that question. Aaliyah, I know you do. That's why I do it. Oh, so you know what I like? You know what I like? Okay. Tanea Davis says, good afternoon, AD in the bag. Chase's question. Do you like the new iPhone 17? I'm thinking of upgrading from the Pro 16. And for more space. And I heard they don't overheat. I haven't experienced any overheating whatsoever. I love this phone. It's an absolutely awesome phone. I like the way it feels better than the 16 Pro. I had the 16 Pro. I usually just upgrade every year, and I just keep the whatever the newest thing is. I have iCloud, so all of my stuff, most of my pictures, all of my videos and stuff like that is in the cloud. So I don't worry about space, but I do get this one is a 1 terabyte. If you get in the Pro Max and they up it to almost 2 terabytes, I don't like the Pro Max. I just like the Pro. And then I like the camera. The camera is a lot better, it seems like, the upgrades, and so I always like the best camera. Actually, you know what's so funny, Tanea? I'm streaming on an iPhone right now. What y'all see me on, I got the cameras, the Sonys, and all of that stuff, but I'm actually streaming to you guys on an iPhone right now. On the iPhone 17 Pro. That's the iPhone 17 Pro that you see me on. So when a lot of people say that they got to go get this super sweet camera and all of this other stuff, I'm streaming on the iPhone now. That's why when I do like this, you start seeing this stuff, because it's an Apple thing. So I'm streaming on an iPhone 17 Pro right now. Yep. It's awesome. It got incredible cameras. So I mainly buy it for the camera and the performance. I don't worry as much about all of the other stuff. Shout out to Composure. I appreciate you. Shoot, is that a 50 ball? Shout out to Composure. Mr. Youngblood City says, AD, is it a strategy of yours to go on other platforms and do content yet not let us know about it, or we just happen to run across it randomly? Also, when the Lamborghini coming? The Lamborghini is coming to like May. Whenever the Temerario drops is coming in. And then also, listen, most of the time, not all of the time, most of the time when I'm going to another, y'all know me, right? You know me. Why do I go to other platforms? To add value and get visibility from a group of people that otherwise would not have known me, or they don't see that side of me, right? So you a bag chaser, Mr. Youngblood City. So all of the stuff, for example, that you may see me do it on the real estate side or any of that other stuff, you're already getting it, and you getting you getting the depths of it, right? You seeing the receipts, you seeing the breakdowns, you see the contractors, you see all of that stuff. I'm tapping into them because I want them to also come over here so that they'll actually be a join the platform, be a regular streamer. I go on other platforms to create visibility for myself. What do you want to know how much the iPhone 17 Pro is if you're not looking to buy it? All right, y'all, let's get into the show. We got over almost 2,000 people in here, so let's go ahead and get it popping. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm. subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All right, so first things first, let's head over to Jamaica. All right, somebody, I don't know if y'all just put it in my algorithm or what, but somebody mentioned Jamaica yesterday, and they said, Anton, we had hurricanes over here. And then I was like, yo, all of the Jamaicans is begging. They on TikTok and Instagram begging and stuff like that. And so this is the before and after of what happened at a hotel, a resort hotel over in Jamaica. Sheesh. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. That whole place is destroyed.
Maybe they got Wi-Fi in the front. Look over here, look on this thing top here, sir. Look on this thing top, don't lift up, you know. See there?
That's the only thing about living in these tropical climates, bro. When you talk about these tropical climates and these places that is tourist destinations, they basically at the mercy and at the will of whatever just so happens to happen in Mother Nature. Look at that nonsense. That's crazy. Rod on Politics says, how is it different than the hurricanes that we experience here? It's light years different than the hurricanes that we experience here. One of the ways that is different is that, first of all, we got more government help and assistance because we have a richer country. The second thing is that you can move anywhere that you want to move inside of the United States of America. You don't have to just be subjected to Florida, right? Or Louisiana or something like that. You can actually move further into the country and then you're not as impacted. So yes, we get impacted by hurricanes, but we also have a better infrastructure that allows for us to make the moves and the adjustments that they don't have. And so you talking about a place that's largely dependent on tourism. The United States of America is diversified. We have more than just the tourism industry. There may be certain places that is dependent on tourism, but it's not the same thing. I have never experienced a hurricane in my entire life. And it's largely because I live in the Midwest. My hub is the Midwest. Now, we may experience snow, but we not experiencing nothing like this where it's going to wash away the whole town. And, you know, then you find yourself messed up and crashing out and all of that stuff. But there's also a woman that's in North Carolina. She's from North Carolina, and she decided that she wanted to go to Jamaica during hurricane season.
Right now, Hurricane Melissa is battering Jamaica with wind speeds at about 145 miles per hour. And as Brian said, several people from the Triangle are stranded there, forced to hunker down until it passes.
The hurricane made landfall today as a rare Category 5 storm, which has catastrophic potential and is already leaving damage in its wake. WRO's Carly Haynes is live at RDU International after talking with local people who are stuck in Jamaica. Carly?
Today we spoke with two different people from North Carolina who right now are on two different parts of the island. Now, they should have been walking through RDU on Sunday. They had flights originally scheduled at 2 p.m. out of Jamaica, but 2 hours earlier, those flights were canceled when those airports shut down in Jamaica, meaning they would have to ride out the storm.
Why would you ever go to Jamaica during hurricane season? That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I wait to go and, like, let's say, for example, I decide I want to go live in Florida. I might do that this winter. I ain't even gonna cap. I might just hit Florida and get the hell up out of here. Actually, you know where I might stay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just need to get San Diego out of my system. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with San Diego right now, but I'm strongly considering heading to San Diego. The only thing I've been looking at lately is I've been sitting on Zillow and Trulia. Y'all know how we do when we thinking about stuff, or if you want to buy a car, you start looking at all of the videos and you know all of the specs and everything about the car. I'm honest to God, I'm seriously considering just going to a different place for the majority of the winter. Detroit will always be my home, but listen, when the winter come, I'll be looking different. I'll be thinking differently. That ain't no liberal. That ain't no liberal. That's lifestyle. That's not because I did Florida in the winter. I'm really strongly considering Sandy. Let me text my accountant, have him go over some numbers.
So this is kind of the area where they've been feeding us at.
As Hurricane Melissa made landfall, Crystal Walker took us through a makeshift shelter at a convention center in Trelawney, Jamaica.
Just trying to be normal or have some kind of normalcy.
Cots now fill a conference room.
She's landed. She's here. She's slow moving, but she's here. I was standing next to a window not too long ago, and the window started shaking.
Walker flew in from Chapel Hill for what
Somebody said, what do you like better, Florida or California? What do you mean? You got to be more specific. What specifically are you asking me do I like better?
should have been a 3-day trip. Through social media updates, she gives a raw look at her current reality.
That's crazy.
We are in the safest place.
The hurricane's emotional toll hit hours before the storm did.
Jamaica has never had a Cat 5. Please pray for us here.
On the western side of the island,
this is like all window right here. And then like there's a little bit of the cement wall.
Bridget Todd has hotel room furniture pushed against windows.
It's already picked up quite a bit outside. We can hear stuff moving around. Even the wind or objects have hit people's cars.
She's been under lockdown at Sandals Resort since 9 o'clock last night. We first talked with the Halifax County couple yesterday. They're in Jamaica for their...
Are you really, Kim? Are you in San Diego right now? Really? Oh my gosh.
Anniversary. Today we saw their food rations and bathtub of drinking water. Melissa's
A bathtub of drinking water? Wow.
landfall had been mere minutes away.
I think it's more anxious than anything just because it's just taking so long to wait this out.
Well, Crystal Walker has given some updates on her Facebook page. She is still out there posting. We tried reaching out to Bridget Todd just for an update to see how she's doing, and our text did not go through. It's possible her phone is off or they have lost service there at this.
That's messed up. That is messed up. That is a mess around and find out moment. Why would you go to Jamaica during hurricane season, family? Now you ain't got no service. You ain't got no electricity. You had to fill up the bathtub just to have drinking water. I can't live like this. I can't live like this. I'm not built like this. Somebody again asked me, I'm assuming that you had typed back. I didn't see the type back again. But somebody said, what do you like about, like, what would you pick? Would you pick Florida or California? Well, here's the thing. Florida is large. California is large. And when people say, woohoo, my accountant said, yep, make it. All right. So accountant gave me the go. We need to start searching. We need to start searching ASAP. I'm getting up out of here, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm out. Where was we at? Oh, California versus Florida. California versus, oh, shoot. California versus Florida, right? Both of them are large states. So they're not little eensy teensy places. So even when you talk about politics, I would assume that Orlando is a liberal city, considering what I've been seeing. I don't know for sure that Orlando is liberal, but Florida obviously is conservative. Los Angeles is liberal. California as a whole is liberal, but different parts throughout the state is conservative, right? The state itself is in a budget deficit, but we're not looking to live there permanently. We just looking to dodge the winter. But here's the difference, right? Miami, which is in South Florida, is usually humid. It's not as humid. It's pretty cool. Like it's got that muggy, like your skin is kind of wet, especially in the summertime type of thing. But then they also experience hurricanes, right? They have a lot of rainy season. But the thing about Florida and South Florida, like Miami, when it comes to rainy season, or not even rainy season, let's say if it rains, it usually don't rain for a really long time, and Miami can get flooded also, but it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I like Miami. Miami has a lot of culture. You can go into so many different places. You can take a 45-minute flight from Miami over to Tampa. They also have football teams. They got basketball teams. They have baseball. They got a lot of different stuff that's happening over in Miami. The women are a little bit more artificial, but if you really want to understand the culture of Miami, then you got to get around it. You can't just stay in Brickell or Miami Beach or South Beach or something like that. But again, it's a little bit more humid. And the seasons, the hurricane season, the rainy season, all of that stuff, it changes. Over in California, if you stay away from Los Angeles and you head in different places like San Diego and stuff, you basically got 80-degree weather, 80 to 85-degree weather all year round with no humidity. Now, of course, again, you got the liberal stuff, but again, that really doesn't matter because in a lot of places, nobody cares. So I like, for example, Newport Beach. Newport Beach, you basically overlooking the ocean, you're overlooking the water. And you also got to remember that California has like the entire state is coastline, right? The entire state, you drive up and down the entire state is pretty much coastline. And it's a vibe, man. It's a vibe, bro. Like it just depends on what you're looking for. If you a young guy and you're looking to be out and about in the scene and you want to go and rent you a Lambo or something like that from time to time, if you trying to, get involved with chicks that is there for the moment and they fly in and they some baddies or something like that, or they some little hood rats that check into Miami and have a good time, then go to Miami Beach. You know, it's going to be cool and everybody is cool or whatever. If you're looking for a vibe, if you're looking for like sitting on the top of the house overlooking the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Looking at people surfing, watching people by the campfire play volleyball and stuff like that. It's different, man. It's places in California, Newport Beach, Sandy. It's a different vibe, man. It's just, you relax more. You don't worry about as much. It's like, it gives me a sense of peace when I'm sitting there chilling and I know that life is good and it's, you start reflecting on life. You start experiencing life differently. Next thing you know, you walking around naked all day long. I don't know, man. It's just a different, bro. It is. It's different. It is different, bro. So it just depends. It depends on what you looking for. I will also say that, and this is the part that people don't like to talk about because everybody want everybody to be poor, that money matters and your experience in a lot of ways could depend on the type of revenue that you're bringing in. Now, that could also be modified. And the reason that could be modified is because if you out there with the right people, like I would suggest if I was a young person today and I wasn't making as much money as I have now, right? Let's say I'm 24, 25 years old, and I have a really great network, a really great friend group. I would go and get a bunch of roommates and we would be out there just enjoying life. Like I think that the problem with social media is that people don't get out to meet other people that have similar interests. Y'all need a travel group. You need a friend group. You need a group of people. You know, I admire and I envy the life that I've been able to give my daughter because, she has a friend group that she can do all the things that she wants to with, and she can just enjoy life. You know? It's a beautiful life. It's a really beautiful life if you enjoy it. So yeah, I like it. I'll probably be heading out there soon. And because of the type of work that I do, I can build my studio. I could take my studio on the road and I could do what I do anywhere. I love my life. That's another reason why I don't think that people are doing as well as they're doing, because when you love your life, you don't look to beef with people. You be trying to be laid up. When you love your life, would I hit up Hawaii for the winter? Absolutely. The only problem with Hawaii is so far. Because if I'm in San Diego, I could catch a 3.5, 4 hour flight and come back to the crib, or I could, fly back and forth, do whatever it is that I do. Or if you down in Miami, you can take a flight and catch back to the crib, come see what's going on with the construction, all of that type of stuff, right? But if I'm out in Hawaii, let me see. Flights. Detroit to Hawaii. Let's pick some random dates. It don't really matter. Just go to explore. Stops, non-stop only. So it's a 10-hour flight, bro. To go to Honolulu, that's a 10-hour flight. Let's just pick something. Saturday to a Sunday. Let's just go ahead and make that adjustment. Non-stop, because we don't want to do all of that stopping. $3,000. I guess if you change your dates, you can probably get let me see. Let's do something a little further out. Let's say that to that. If you go non-stop, it got to be one stop. See, I don't like the stops. All of these is one stop, but you can stop in Salt Lake City. But then you got basically a 12-hour flight, 11.5 hour. It's so far, bro. It's just so far. You can get Delta One from 4,000. Oh, that's a pretty good price. It's 13, 14, 12 hours, all of that. Man, that's like going to Croatia. So that's the thing, bro. It's like that's the only caveat is Hawaii is so far. It's so far, bro. It's super far. So you've been to Hawaii 3 times for work. It's a 9-hour trip from Detroit, but it's worth it. That's a lot. Again, you got to take your. That's why I say everybody's circumstance is different. Because for me, I need to be able to get back and forth because I'm not going to be there the whole time. I still need to go back, come back, go back, come back, and do that and try to figure that out, right? So that's my only thing. Lived in Hawaii for 4 years. I seen like Highway to H1 so many times. Have some friends there. Hate flying over ocean at night. Why? You gonna be asleep. If you go to Florida, get to Boca Raton, millionaire area with no hurricanes damage because it's more land with water behind the houses. All right. You like Hawaii, Sarah? I never been. So hopefully I can get there next year. And then we'll go from there. All right. I love y'all. Y'all vibe to kick it with. We all just exploring. It don't really matter what your socioeconomic status is. We just having a good time, enjoying life. I love y'all. I do. I genuinely love vibing with y'all. This is why I like kicking it with the audience. I know a lot of people that get visibility, they act like they too good to talk to the audience or go back and forth. Y'all help me make the show because y'all are the show. Lex says you make me feel special. And that's why you are just a light, love, and gratitude, AD. What's going on to my girl, Lex? Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. 392, what up, Lex? 392Q says, would you hit up Hawaii for the winter? Yeah, maybe 1 year I can do it, but I'm gone. I'm gone. Let's go to Maui. Maui, Wowie. I've never been, Kim. Never been. How long we stand? How long we stand? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Anton, go to DR. You're gonna love it. I've been to the Dominican Republic. I've been to DR. I haven't been to Sosua. I actually was there with family. I'm not going to buy pussy. I could tell you that much. Man, that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, I've been to the Dominican Republic. It was cool. I've been there. It was cool. Nothing major there. I mean, I didn't, I honestly, I wasn't as impressed with the Dominican Republic as everybody else is. Like and maybe I need to go to other places also in the Dominican Republic, but Dominican Republic got a bad reputation, bro. Everybody, the passport bros and fucked up the Dominican Republic. It's 3:45 in the morning. Leslie is overtraining. Rita is over with Leslie having a good time. Yesterday. Yeah, I was overlooking the city in the Dominican Republic. It was cool. But I wanted to actually see the streets. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see what was happening. Boy, if Google Translate is not able to, my wife wound up adopting it first, so shout out to my daughter. But Google Translate is the best thing, even more for everybody. That a lot of costly is already has been written, and they find TNT conversation per day. But other was good, but then is about Detroit. Mall because footprint. Walk in it's Mall of America. These malls start at like it just major flex store. I went to another country authorized. He was on the day that I got here. I know really we maybe right definitely. Get your eat on or whatever. I've been there, done that, seen it all, did it all. It's all the same as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know. It's like people kind of ruin the Dominican Republic for me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dominican Republic has such a bad reputation for sex tourism that it's not even a thing to me anymore. Anyways, let's continue on with the show. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's head over to, let me give y'all an update before we go into anything else, because we got a lot to discuss when it comes to the state of the economy, and I got some thoughts on that. But I want to give y'all an update on what's going on with the government shutdown, all right? Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
The government shutdown just hit the 4-week mark as the Senate once again failed to pass a funding bill. Pressure is now mounting on lawmakers as more than 40 million Americans could lose food assistance this weekend. President Trump continues to blame Democrats.
The Democrats have caused the problem on food stamps. They've caused, all they have to do is sign. And, if they sign, I'll meet with them.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand joins us from the White House with more on this aspect of what's happening in the world. Good morning, Natalie. Lawmakers continue to trade the blame, but it's really everyone else feeling the weight of the shutdown. So where do things stand today?
Yeah, well, Vice President J.D. Vance actually visited Capitol Hill yesterday to speak with GOP senators, and he told reporters that Republicans just need several more Democrats to cross over and support that short-term GOP funding bill. So the bottom line is the positions of the two sides have not changed here. And yesterday, that short-term funding measure backed by the Republicans failed to advance for a 13th time. So we're pretty much in the same place 1 month in. As you noted, the impacts day by day continue to grow. CBS's Capitol Hill correspondent Nicole Killian spent a large part of yesterday trying to ask lawmakers what they are doing to negotiate. Take a listen to some of the exchanges.
I'm available to talk to anybody who wants to talk on any subject. I mean, we voted 13 times now to open the government.
And the whole reason that we're in Washington, even though the Republicans are not, is to demand that they come back, reopen the government, restore health care to everybody, and get past this crisis.
The way to end the shutdown is just vote for the House continuing resolution. I mean, we started from the most reasonable position. There's really no place to negotiate.
People in more than 30 states are going to be aghast when they see their bills, and they're going to cry out. And I believe there will be increased pressure on Republicans to negotiate with us.
And Senate Minority Leader Schumer also noting, November 1st, the Affordable Care Act insurance marketplace opens that day. And so he thinks that is going to put pressure on Republicans. What else happens November 1st? Those SNAP benefits, the federal food assistance for low-income families, tens of millions of them, is set to come to a halt. More than 24 states have now sued the administration, saying that shutting off these benefits will cause deterioration of public health and well-being, that states will bear costs associated with many of the harms. Democrats are asking the administration to tap into contingency funding. But Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins yesterday told CBS News that she does not have the legal authority to do that.
So basically what you're going to be experiencing is a hunger crisis. It's going to be a hunger crisis. We're going to see, because the Republicans is dug in. Listen, y'all can come and open up the government as soon as y'all want to. It's up to y'all. How y'all want to play it. They already done cleared it. They said, listen, it's a few Democrats that had already switched over. We need a few more y'all to switch over to get the government over for the short-term spending, and then we can negotiate, because that's really what the play is. Democrats are looking for a victory, and they're doing it at the expense of their constituents. They're looking for a victory. Because, see, if they go into 2028, if they go into, 2026, if they go into the midterms with nothing, this is the true game of politics. They plan politics. And if they go into it with absolutely nothing, then it's over. It's true. It's going to be a collapse. And the only places that you're going to see liberal strongholds that really embody communism and socialism, which we're going to get into later on in this show, is in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, the major cities, the major hubs of the East Coast to West Coast and the Midwest. All right. They are basically gambling. They gambling, and I guess they don't feel like they got nothing to lose. Now the Republicans, they like, listen, we already got a bunch of Democrats that done crossed over. We need 3 of y'all to break. And all of this is so that the Democrats, in my opinion, can get a victory when it comes to health care. If you think for 1 second that they give a flying F about whether or not you have health care, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. And here's the real issue. What y'all really should be asking is, why are they getting paid and you aren't? Facts got flavor. This is why people need to wean themselves off of government dependency. If this ain't a wake-up call, I don't know what is. If this is not a wake-up call, I don't know what is. If you are depending on the federal government to feed your family, you are in trouble. Ain't no way in hell that I would let this ever play out again a day in my life. If you think that I would ever be sitting there like, man, I can't wait for the government to try to figure out, I can't wait to the government to try to figure out in order for me to feed my family, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So much so to where people are almost predicting like, oh man, we're going to come after the people that have resources. We're going to come after the rich. No, you're not.
The face of this government shutdown is not Capitol Hill or an air traffic control tower. It's the people caught in the middle.
I'm going through a hard time.
Oh, baby. I don't know what that thing is on. They going through a hard time, so y'all hair gonna get stiffer.
Like LaShonda Palmer, a TSA local union president in Philly, worried about her TSA colleagues working without pay and how she and they will pay the rent on Saturday and put food on the table.
My utilities come, they're due. My car note is due. My insurance is due. It's hard. My granddaughter said she was sad because she didn't have a costume. She's 6. But that broke my heart.
And now air traffic controllers are going without pay while still managing the busiest airspace in the world. Pete Lefevre is a controller at Washington Dulles. What's it like to be in your job and not getting paid?
It's unfair. We come to work. We're aviation safety professionals. We are American workers. We are here to ensure that the flying public is safe every time they get on an airplane.
At LAX and across the country, flight delays in the thousands, as some controllers call out sick, citing stress, some taking side jobs to pay the bills, with many passengers supporting controllers.
Yes, 100%, but we'd rather not think about it as we're about to get on our flight.
Meanwhile, food assistance programs for nearly 50 million people, including millions of children,
42 million.
Expire on Saturday.
I don't have a clear budget for my food. It's only from SNAP.
Subsidies for Obamacare.
What do you mean your entire food budget is based off of SNAP? Is this how y'all living out here? Because I thought it was supposed to be supplemental, not interdependent on. Wait a minute. Are most of y'all food budget 100% dependent on the federal government? So all of these women out here wasn't really running up a bag, was they? Y'all tricked us. Y'all said that y'all got it. Y'all said that y'all had all of the money, that y'all was buying all of the cars, and you were a homeowner, and you were the most educated, and Men need to get behind y'all and get under y'all wings and follow black women to this and that and to the polls and all of this. So y'all tricked us. I never believed you anyway, but I'm talking about us as a group and as a community. Y'all tricked us. You was really women and children, WIC, SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition and Assistance Programs. Y'all tricked us. You was like, yo, no, we got it. We got it. You was selling your junk 50% on the dollar. 50% on the dollar. You used your money on that Ultima, and then you let us as the taxpayers pay for your food. I'm not honestly, I'm not tripping. I ain't even tripping a little bit. I want the air traffic controllers to get their money. I want the government workers to get their money. I want the TSA agents to be able to get their money, right? Lord knows that we need air traffic controllers to keep us in the sky. I want Congress to take a pay cut. I want them to lose their money. I'm 100% with you, but I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping because I listen, we come from the hood, so we know what it's like to survive. Now they telling Aldi and Walmart that they need to give out their food for free. Man, ain't nobody giving nobody nothing for free. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing for free. Go ahead, leave your husband, file for divorce, see what happens. Go ahead, strike on out on your own because you independent, you can do good by yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead, because the government ain't got nothing for you. They got a wet ass, and the streets is going to be waiting for you. The streets is going to be waiting for you. I only got so many bedrooms inside of my place, so I can only fit so many. I can't take them all. I can't come and get you out the streets. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have enough bedrooms for the streets. The streets is calling. Heard that the going price is going to be $37.47. $37.47 is going to be the going price of the box. Is that true? That's true, Kim and I heard that too. I've heard that some stores ain't even going to let y'all in. They doing delivery only, just like the pandemic. We're going to talk about it.
They're also set to expire, sending insurance premiums spiking. While on Capitol Hill, Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other.
It's almost been a full month since the Democrats shut down the government.
And there is Donald Trump overseas, not even paying attention to this.
He just struck a new trade deal with Japan. Trump's still working. Trump is still working. Trump just got a new trade deal with Japan. I just read about it. No more tariffs. The original tariffs on Japan. They just got a new trade deal. Japan said, "We love you, Trump." They was over in Malaysia. Trump was doing the Trump dance. He was doing the Trump dance.
Crisis.
Since our interview, we understand that somebody did buy LaShonda's granddaughter a Halloween costume for this Friday. Separately, 730,000 federal workers right now working without a paycheck, and the largest federal government union is demanding Congress end the shutdown right now and allow people to receive the pay that they have already earned. Willie, back to you.
Real human.
You know what? Honestly, I'm not tripping. I'm changing my perspective. Because you know what? Single mothers are becoming a lot more enjoyable to be around. I had this conversation on After Hours last Friday. Y'all tried to act like I was crazy. Single mothers are becoming a lot more enjoyable. They're more humble. They have a good energy. They tend to send their children with their fathers. Hey, you go with your father. I got to go out here and hang out. I heard Anton going to be over here. We trying to make it shake and do what it do. And I said, yeah, come hang out with us. We good. Let's have a good time. Keep asking. For whatever reason, they keep being free for the night. I don't know what that is. You free for the night? Yeah, I'm free for the night. You free for the night? I can call somebody up right now. Somebody I ain't talked to in months. I guarantee you I can call years. Haven't talked to somebody in years. I wonder what their attitude would be like if I called them right now. Haven't talked to some of these people in years. But I know that they recently had a kid, or they got a kid, or they recently got divorced or something like that, and they was telling me about it. They sent me a text. I didn't even respond. I just looked at it because I'm like, what is they texting me for? What is going on right now? Why are they texting me? Hey, what you doing? I said, why does they hit me with the WID text? I ain't seen them in a while. That's crazy. Osriel, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Real talk. I know. I know for a fact I could call anybody, somebody I haven't talked to in the last 3-4 years. I guarantee you I can call somebody I haven't talked to in the last 3-4 years. And I wonder what they would be like. Like if I didn't say, hey, we on live stream, but I wouldn't say their name. Obviously, I would keep that out of the loop. Oh, no, we got to go cold orange. It's a cold orange out here. Cold orange. Cold orange. Let me go through this, see if it's anybody worthy of calling. It's crazy. Contacts. Yep, it's a lot of them. It's crazy. Crazy. Crazy lot. It's crazy, bro. It's insane. It's an insane in the membrane. But no. They excellent. Excellent to hang out with. Excellent to hang out with. Anton, go to DR. You gonna love it. Nah, I'm over. I went once. I'm cool. DR, the DR was just 2/3 world to me. Have it facts. Facts. That's a fact. That's a whole fact, though. Latrell in the building. What up, Latrell? Latrell says, what up, though? I appreciate you, Latrell. Magnificent Adrian. Adrian. AD, I'm seeing some of those dead channels back streaming again. Niggas ain't streamed in a year. They back. What's up, y'all? I've been just trying to figure out what's going on with y'all. I've been going through it, but I'm back now. People reviving their dead channels? Nah, dog, don't tell me that. We gotta short the stock for the box. Man, it's crazy out here. Young Gladiator said, what up, though? Says, speaking of deals, have you heard none of these deals are being inked? It's just proposed deals. I've looked but can't find trustworthy sources. We gonna see. We gonna see. Whenever they need some money, they start posting again. It's a lot of content creators that's going broke. It's a lot of content creators going broke out here, man. It's a lot of content creators going broke. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's real in the field. Shout out to Cody Hyde, Joy in Southfield. Shout out to everybody in Detroit. Yeah, where y'all been in the last 6 months? Facts. Facts. They gonna be streaming titled "I'm quitting YouTube in a month." Finally found God. Y'all a mess. Y'all are a mess. Y'all, we on code orange though. When I change the colors in here, I got a new theme that I got going on here, right? Because when I was watching that Idris Elba movie, what was the name? When I was just watching the Idris Elba movie, what was the name of the Idris Elba movie? I'm a mess. Nick, why am I a mess? What did I do? Why am I a mess? It's 500. They say there got to be at least 500. I moved to Thailand. Thailand content creators. Oh my God. The House of Dynamite. Thank you, Desiree. The House of Dynamite, King of LA, Jawan Hart, all of y'all. House of Dynamite. And so they went to DEF CON. Dog, I just text somebody, they text right back. I said, what up? They say, hey, how are you? You busy? Last text from this person was probably, what is this, 2022? Man, y'all reply quick. When it went to DEF CON 1, it went to red. So right now we on orange. We on orange. All right, we on DEF CON 3 or DEF CON 2. DEF CON 3 or DEF CON 2. Nah, I don't got no B. I do got B Taylor number, but I wouldn't call her. Nah, I don't know her. Y'all, I didn't know. I thought that after like 3 or 4 years. Wow, me. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just testing. Let me tell you what I'm doing, Kim. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I like to do a litmus test. I want to test my theory. I'm trying to see what's happening out here in these streets. And so in order for me to understand what's going on, I need to test it. I need to test my theory. How quickly will they text back if I haven't talked to them in over 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and 3-4 years? Would they text back immediately? What's going on? You know? I just wanted to test the theory, see how it was going. Anyways, I don't know, Gemini, the Gemini, while you out there dripping in San Diego weather. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in going over to y'all ain't even gotta go overseas no more. It's cheap as hell here. It's cheap. It's cheap. 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 Let me hit them with the can you talk text. Cause I don't know, they might be in a situation. Oh, they got the bubble. They got the bubble up on me. I'm testing my theory. I want to see what happens. Hit them with the can you talk. Can you talk? Why is the bubbles lasting so long? Up and went down and came back up. They must be changing what they was about to type in X. Can you talk? Y'all ready to get into the next part of the show? Y'all ready to get into the next part of the show? Wow. Must be getting away from that guy. Yeah, can I call you when I get in like 5 minutes? Yeah, call me in 5 minutes. Yeah, give me a call. Why not? Let me ask y'all a question, ladies. What happens when a girl says, "Hey, can I call you in 5 minutes?" What is a woman doing when they say, "Hey, can I call you in 5 minutes?" Because all I said was, "Hey, I'm just checking on you, seeing how you doing. I ain't talked to you in a while. Let's see how things going." Yeah, I could call you in like 5 minutes. What does that mean? Michelle, I don't have the same rules on me as everybody else. I'm a content creator, so I got different rules on me. It's a whole nother different movement. Let me see. She getting away from them loud A kids. She with a dude, stepping away from the others. Could be taking a y'all crazy. I'm busy. Another man. She in the bind, working. She might be working. No, she not working. I don't think she's working. It means I'm in the tub. They got a lot going on. Need something from you. She working on her game, about to run. I don't know. It could be anything then. Getting the lies together and preparing for manipulation. What? That's crazy. That would be crazy. She with her man. Hey, money, probably. Gathering herself a conversation. Is that what y'all do? I just want to test it. I just want to see. I'm going to report back and then I'm going to let y'all know. Let's get over to the next part of the conversation. Mamdani. I want to dig into this whole Zoran Mamdani thing because early voting is now commencing in New York, and I think that New York is about to fall, personally. I think that New York is about to fall. What do y'all think?
The nation's biggest city goes to the polls exactly 1 week from today, and the New York City mayoral race now closer than ever. A new Suffolk University poll finds independent candidate and former governor Andrew Cuomo cutting Zoran Mamdani's lead nearly in half after the Democratic frontrunner took a 20-point lead into the final month of campaigning. News Nation's Marcus Espinosa.
I would imagine that some of that lead cutting also probably has to do with Eric Adams dropping out of the race. So where did all of the people that were supporting Eric Adams? I can't believe that y'all just completely abandoned Curtis. Curtis Sliwa I did my research on him. Curtis is probably the best candidate to run New York City. And y'all just completely abandoned Curtis. I can't believe that y'all abandoned Curtis. Y'all just diss Curtis like that? Y'all ain't got no love for Curtis. He probably is the best person for New York City. And y'all ain't got no love for Curtis. So it's all about who being promoted the most. It's all about what Democrats is promoting who the most. It's all about who can be the most likable, who can talk the quickest, who gets the most visibility from MSNBC. It's all about that. It's about name recognition. It's not about whether or not you're actually the best person for the job. That's so stupid. That is so dumb.
Live from New York City, he's been diving into the data. Good morning, Marcus. So is this still Mamdani's race to lose?
Yep.
Hey, good morning, Henna. Yeah, the data is so interesting, and we're going to get into that, but this is definitely his race still. He has a significant lead, certainly over the Republican candidate, and then there's maybe perhaps a bit of a race between, of course, Cuomo and Mamdani there. So we will see what will happen, but right now, early voting is shattering records right now with the amount of people getting out there and deciding to cast their vote extremely early. Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani was 30 points ahead of Republican Curtis Sliwa and up more than 13% over former Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo, of course, running as an independent for this race. And while there is a surge in voting right now compared to the primary a few months ago, it's Gen X and baby boomers marking the biggest demographic jump of voters heading to the polls early. Also, at the same time, though, as the increase in voters over 50 goes, polling numbers also show a slight increase in ballots between day 1 and day 2 of early voting for Cuomo. Worth noting here is that this rise, while Sliwa's numbers went down.
Continue to be confident in our campaign as well as in our outreach to voters above the age of 55. And also, I will not allow myself to become complacent.
In the primary, the turnout was totally different than they thought. Much younger, and the younger vote was a much higher percentage. And that skewed all the polls.
And Henna, if you take a look at your local paper here's just one example of the headlines. I walked into the local bodega here, and this is one of the papers on the counter there. Certainly a lot of focus on this race here in New York, but also across the country, as we've been talking about all morning long.
This is sad. I can't believe that New York City is about to fall like this. I can't believe it. This is amazing to me that y'all are actually going to let New York City crash and burn. Curtis would not have won if Andrew dropped out. I wasn't on the phone. Messy is so messy. Messy is so messy. Curtis is out of the race. He just there for just the purpose of just being there. Andrew, people don't like him because of what happened during COVID and all of the stuff that they did to smear his name. And y'all are about to get a socialist. Y'all are genuinely about to get a socialist, a person that openly say they are a socialist. Hey. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling from Michigan Institute of Urology from the office of Dr. Shock. Is Mr. Daniels available?
This is me.
Hi, Mr. Daniels. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just wanted to give a quick call. I did see we have you coming in to see Dr. Shock tomorrow afternoon. Just wanted to check in with you to see if you've had any recent testing, like any blood work, any urine tests, or imaging.
Yep, I have.
Okay, where'd you have your recent testing done?
I have a concierge doctor that comes to me.
Gotcha. Do you happen to have a copy of the results with you?
I do. I actually had it done as a result of updating insurance.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if you could just bring whatever records that you have with you to the appointment, that would be great, and then we'll go.
Is this is the one for tomorrow?
Yes.
So this is a what do you call it? I forgot what the name of it is called.
Urology?
No. Hold on one second. Is this the prostate exam?
So I'm not sure if he is going to do a prostate exam, but it looks like you're coming in for BPH.
What is that?
That is the benign prosthetic.
Oh, so yeah, it's a prostate exam.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you will have the results for that.
I'll try. I'll try. I'll see y'all there tomorrow. All right, bye. See how they just be trying to mess up my whole... See how I messed up the video? What happened to my video, man? Y'all say that rim job? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. What happened to my thing? My stuff don't work no more all of a sudden?
If you eat
We are now 6 days away from Election Day, and the race for New York City mayor is certainly heating up.
Heating up, boiling hot, however you want to describe it, here it comes as frontrunner Zoran Mamdani is set to receive an endorsement. A little bit of a surprise, though, Robert Moses. What's going on with this thing?
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, later on this morning, the United Bodegas of America will endorse Zoran Mamdani. This endorsement is raising eyebrows for a couple reasons. First of all, just this past summer, the group...
Y'all gonna have to give me some time to gather myself. All right? We're gonna come back to this whole Zoran Mamdani situation. Let's come back to that. Let's come back to that because I'm not feeling the vibes anymore. I'm not feeling the vibes anymore. Now I gotta go in. I'd rather go to the dentist and go to this stupid appointment. Oh my God. I gotta get my oil checked. Oh my gosh, it's so uncomfortable. AD got to get bust open for a real one. That's all right. I'ma live though. I'ma live. Oh my gosh. I don't know. You said it's how many? You know what's so tripped out about it? You know how dramatic that this is? This is so dramatic because it's so dramatic that I don't even remember what happened the last time because I just block it out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's the honest to God truth. Like, honest to God, I genuinely just block it out of my mind. Oh, man. Then I got to stream tomorrow night. I feel back good, though. Let's go back into the show. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the... Oh, man. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. This is... But you know what? This is another reason why... It seemed like everything is going wrong today. I don't know what that is. We gonna make it through. We just gonna soldier through.
We are now 6 days away from Election Day, and the race for New York City mayor is certainly heating up.
Heating up, boiling hot, however you want to describe it, here it comes as frontrunner Zoran Mamdani is set to receive an endorsement. A little bit of a surprise, though, Robert Moses. What's going on with this thing?
Yeah, Dan and Tashani, later on this morning, the United Bodegas of America will endorse Zoran Mamdani. This endorsement is raising eyebrows for a couple reasons. First of all, just this past summer, the group expressed fears that Mamdani's plan for city-owned grocery stores could put bodegas out of business. And Fernando Mateo, who's a spokesman for the United Bodegas of America, actually ran for mayor previously as a Republican. A new poll from the Manhattan Institute, which is a conservative think tank, has Mamdani up 15 percentage points over former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Republican Curtis Lee remains in third with 19%.
Can y'all really trust these polls?
Percent are undecided. Mamdani yesterday criticized the billionaires who have spent millions of dollars opposing him. He questioned the wisdom of their investments.
These are also the same billionaires who funded Donald Trump's campaign and his second term specifically. And what we're seeing is that they see just as good of an investment, not in Washington, D.C., but also here in New York City in electing Donald Trump's puppet, Andrew Cuomo. They're spending more money than I would even tax them. And I think
that is a reference to Mamdani's controversial proposal to tax the wealthiest New Yorkers. Meantime, Mayor Eric Adams made his first appearance with Cuomo since endorsing the former governor last week. Cuomo, who is running as an independent after losing the primary, insists that he is the only true Democrat in this race.
People think that because he's on the Democratic line, he's a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's a socialist who happens to be on the Democratic line. Now that I've come back.
Let's talk about this for a second, because Mamdani is transparent as a socialist. Now, a lot of people tend to get that confused with being a Democrat. Not going to understand that nowadays, because there is no true Democrats anymore, because we don't even know what a Democrat is. What is a Democrat now, y'all? We know what a Republican is. We know what a conservative is. We know what a liberal is. We know what independent means. What does it mean to be a Democrat in 2025? What does it mean to be a Democrat in 2020? We understood what a Democrat was in 2001. We understood what a Democrat was in 1995. We understood what a Democrat was in 1988, but we don't know what a Democrat is now. I don't even think Democrats know what Democrats are anymore. Democrats are socialists. In a way. How is it any different? How is it any different? Do you know what it means to be a socialist at its core? At its core, socialism is basically the anti-capitalism party. So they don't believe in you work hard, you remove the government obstacles, you believe in smaller government, you start your own business, you get as far as you can work hard. The harder you work, the greater you are rewarded, and you are able to celebrate the fruits of your labor. Socialism punishes success. Socialism punishes success. So the harder you work, the more you're taxed, and it's given to other people. They believe in bigger government. So, for example, Zoran Mamdani believes, I can't believe y'all actually elected somebody named Zoran Mamdani. This is insane. This is actually crazy. Y'all are electing somebody named Zoran Mamdani for mayor of one of the greatest cities in the United States of America, for the mayor to oversee it. This guy believes in city-owned grocery stores, controlling the prices of rent. He is standing behind movements that have nothing to do with the United States of America, and I'm not going to even get into that. The cover of this photo is him sitting in front of a bunch of immigrants inside of this country. They believe in taking more money, because see, the marketing slogan and campaign is, we're going to tax the rich and give more money over to, not to the poor, to the city. You know what the number one clue that somebody is truly a socialist? They keep promising free everything. We're going to do free buses, free trains, free health care for your children, free social workers. We're going to get rid of the police because we believe that jails are inhumane. Prison is inhumane. But somebody got to pay for it. Somebody has to pay for it. And so for people to be, do you know why billionaires are getting behind Andrew Cuomo? Do you know why they've been donating to his campaign? Do you know why? Because they actually love New York and they don't want to see the city fall. They would prefer to not have to uproot themselves and move their companies and move themselves to somewhere else. They don't want to see the city fall. Anybody with even a smidget of an idea of what this is going to do to the city is against it 100%. No way in the world that we should be having bigger government. We should be shrinking the government. We should have a smaller government with less restrictions, less free, and more freedom for you to choose for yourself what it is that you can and can't do. I don't want more government oversight. I want less government oversight. I want more freedom to do what I want to do with my money. Lower taxes. They are the opposite of that. And y'all are voting for that. But here's the key. It could only happen right now. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen right now. That's how Obama got elected. For God's sakes, that's how Bush got reelected. You know how George W. II got reelected? Because when everybody is panicking and when everybody is trying to figure out what they're going to do, if you don't feel like you have a good grasp on what your future is going to look like, you panic and you vote for hope. You just go with anything different. Instead of changing your life, changing your circumstances, doing things different. But they didn't change and go Republican. They went further into the thing that was bad for them. The reason why they in this situation in the first place is what they're voting for. So they went deeper blue. Now remember, New York has been blue. The state of New York has been blue since forever. California been blue since forever. Los Angeles has been blue since forever. The one time that they voted red is when they went with the governor. But they have been blue forever. In the presidential election, they have always voted blue. Always voted blue. And so if it's not working for you, how do you go further into that? How do you deep dive further into blue if blue haven't worked for you in a long time? Dusty. They don't try nothing different. You know what? We're going to switch over. This ain't working for us. We're going to do things a little bit differently. But ignorant fucking young people and broke older people, they all getting behind them. And right after that, all of the other Democrats, they jumped right on the bandwagon because that's what they do. That's what they do. They just bandwagoners. Hakeem Jeffries don't even like that nigga. Right now, bombshell reports is being overshadowed because nobody cares about the Obamas anymore. Let me actually go to Michelle Obama's YouTube channel, see what she's doing. Michelle Obama. Out here killing it. Just killing it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I was a little bit wrong on that. She doing numbers. She doing okay. She gonna be fine. Let's see. Her last video did 3,000 views in the last 4 hours. In my opinion, recycling rules have gotten out of hand with Mara Brock. That was 1 day ago, and that did 1.4 thousand views. So, and then the one before that did 47,000 views in 7 days. So she's doing fine. She's doing fine. You would think that she would do better than that as the president's wife. But just the other day, Barack Obama said, it was a bombshell report that was released that basically said that Barack Obama went off on Nancy Pelosi for by default embracing Kamala Harris. So that means that the Obamas didn't even want Kamala Harris. I knew that they didn't want Kamala Harris when they did that fake phone call. When they did that stage phone call, when she was just walking in the hallway and it was like, hello, hey, Kamala. This is Barack and Michelle. Hey, Kamala. Hey, guys. And she did their little fake thing or whatever, and they did their little stage phone call. I knew back then. The fake phone call. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yay. Oh, man, this is so hilarious.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi, you're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Oh my gosh. So stupid. So dumb. Let me see. Barack. Nancy Pelosi. According to multiple different outlets, but we'll just go ahead and pull this one up, right? We're going to pull this one up. According to multiple different outlets, this is dropped October 27th. So it was dropped 2 days ago. Former President Barack Obama was not happy with Representative Nancy Pelosi quick endorsement of then Vice President Kamala Harris, and he let it be known in a phone call with the former House Speaker, according to a new book. Pelosi described Harris as brilliantly astute, and expressed full confidence that the ex-California senator could defeat President Trump in her endorsement, which came less than 24 hours after Joe Biden ended his 2024 re-election bid. Obama preferred to let a process determine Trump's Democratic Party opponent called Pelosi after her endorsement to vent his frustration. having thought they were on the same page. The Obamas were not happy. Pelosi, a Pelosi confidant told Carl. According to an excerpt, this person summed up Obama's message to Pelosi as essentially, what the fuck did you just do? And then we got the Obama. Hey, it's Barack. Michelle. It's all a play. It's all a play. But the Democrats, they don't care about America. They are willing to throw this entire country under the bus. They're willing to throw the entire country under the bus just to keep power. Just to keep power. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I might have to take tomorrow off. I'm going to just say this right now. What's a mood that would express how I feel right now? I'm feeling blue. I'm feeling blue. Blue. Or maybe I'm feeling sassy since they trying to take advantage of my hindsight. Certainly not feeling green. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not feeling it right now at all. I'm feeling blue. I don't like it. I don't like it, Mika. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not happy about what's happening right now. I'm not. But it's okay though, because we're going to pivot. It's actually an interview. It's a bunch of interviews that Mamdani is doing right now. And so I want to kind of get into that. Before I read super chats.
"34-year-old Zoran Mamdani has surged ahead in the race for mayor of New York City, leaving longtime political heavyweights scrambling to catch up.
When we launched this campaign 1 year and 3 days ago, we were
To his opponent, on the precipice of becoming one of the most famous politicians in America. We sat down with him here, but first we met up with him right after one of his campaign events for a ride on the subway.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Mr. Mamdani,
Hi,
Lindsay
how are you?
Davis, how are you?
Such a
nice
pleasure.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Mamdani has moved from underdog to frontrunner
It is definitely a different life.
in the New York City mayoral race. With strong numbers and momentum,
How you doing? All right.
he stands on the cusp of a historic win.
Hit that button. Here we go. Come on. New mayor, baby.
That is such a
All day.
fake
Thank you, brother.
smile. Come on, man. Stop, bro.
That button. Here we go. Come on.
I could just see through it, man. It's so obvious. And it's almost like y'all really going for this? New York, what is wrong with y'all? Are y'all really going for this? Honestly, like, are y'all going and y'all just like, yep, this makes sense. This is a smart move. Let's go with the fake guy with the fake smile. This is so dumb.
New mayor, baby. All day. Thank you, brother.
After garnering the support of more than
Come on. New mayor, baby. All day. Thank you, brother.
after garnering the
Hey, the worker wasn't even really that enthusiastic.
Come on.
Watch after he get
New
done.
mayor, baby. All day. Thank you, brother.
after garnering the support of more than 545,000 New Yorkers in the primary and gradually gaining endorsements from figures in Democratic leadership. He's also become much more recognizable riding the subway these days. So how often is it, would you say, that you get that kind of welcome versus the hecklers?
It's generally been an outpouring of support and excitement. And also, it wouldn't be New York City if you didn't have a heckler. One thing I love about our city is there are New Yorkers who sound like they're heckling me, but they're actually saying something supportive.
Oh, is that right?
So there's definitely people who heckle, but I've also had people who pull up in their car and be like, I'm voting for you. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
With a frown, right?
Yeah, I'm like, thank you very much.
Mamdani's campaign went viral with a series of videos.
I'm freezing. your rent as next mayor of New York City? Let's plunge into the details.
From jumping into the Atlantic Ocean fully clothed to promote a plan to freeze rent.
Did you get a chance to vote on Tuesday?
I didn't vote.
And why did you not vote?
Because I don't believe in the system anymore.
To walking the entire length of Manhattan, to city biking. Mamdani skyrocketed from 1% in the polls when he initially launched his campaign 1 year ago. He's now the man to beat with about 1 week left until the election. What do you say to people who feel that the New York City subway system just isn't safe?
You know, I've heard this from a lot of New Yorkers when I ask them where they feel least safe, and they mention the subway system. You know, there's two things of it. The first is we have to understand the statistics of safety on the subway system, and also that people don't live their lives through statistics, right? There is that safety that we have across our subway system, and the fact of the matter is that people don't feel it often because what they're actually naming is the mental health crisis, the homelessness crisis, and the fact that we're asking police officers who many of them signed up to join the department to take on serious crimes to now have to deal with these crises and failures of the social safety net. And so at the core of our
failures of the social safety net. Okay.
Our vision for public safety is an innovative approach to create a Department of Community Safety that would say police officers can focus on police work, and we're going to have mental health outreach providers actually focus on the mental health crisis across our subway system.
Would you?
Mental health services focusing on mental health across our subway system. Do you know what that translates into? Let me tell you what that translates into. Basically, what they're promoting to you is to defund the police. They're promoting to you that they want to defund the police. They want to divert the amount of money that they have going over to the police department, and they want to allocate more money over into social workers and psychologists and all of those type of people. And so without saying defund the police, because that's a bad term, and nobody wants to be on the bad side and saying a bad term, they are now rebranding it and saying we want to have police officers focus on police work, and we want to have social services focusing on fixing everything else. That's what it is. Like, and at its core.
Do you increase police everywhere?
I've said that I think we have the right number of police officers in the department right now. We need to ensure that they can actually be doing police work.
Now remember, New York is down. Let's see. New York is currently short over 7,000 police officers. They are losing officers at a high rate, and they're losing officers at a rate of about 200 police officers per month. Again, New York is short over 7,000 police officers. Just want to make sure that y'all understand what's going on. And he believes that they have the right amount of police officers right now.
Oftentimes, I'll hear from officers, I'll see it myself, that when a tourist is in Times Square subway station, they have to ask someone which train is running. They're having to ask a police officer. We can't disentangle that from the fact that officers in 2020 had a response time less than 11 minutes. Now it's around 16.
This is so dumb.
As we get on the train, we see a sight that's all too familiar to many New Yorkers during their commute. There's obviously a homeless gentleman on the train. Solution for that?
There are about 4,300 New Yorkers who are homeless living on our subway platforms, our streets.
But isn't it funny that they have billions of dollars to allocate towards illegal migrants? Got it.
Our parks. And there's almost the same number of vacant supportive housing units in this city. So there's a lot of issues in politics that have to do with funding, a lot of issues that have to do with creating new infrastructure. There's also some that have to do with actually making the bureaucracy work, tackling the incompetence. Because right now, to have those vacancies while...
And remember, this is a guy that has never had a job before.
You have so many who are living who are homeless, who are going through a mental health crisis, and not providing them those services, that's a shame.
Born in 1991 in Uganda, Mamdani moved to New York at 7 years old. His mom, a filmmaker, his dad, a university professor. What did you think initially of New York City when you moved here as a 7-year-old?
It was incredible, and it's a city that has given me the world. It's a city where I met my wife, a city where I got my citizenship, a city where I learned also what it meant to be a New Yorker. And to me, just being here on this train, so much.
Yo, this is so crazy. I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. To think that a person that is not even from the United States of America could actually become mayor of New York City. Not a person that was born on American soil. A person that is not even born in the United States of America could become a mayor of a major city, not just a major city. The biggest city in the United States of America is insane to me, bro. What are we doing? How is this possible? No way, no way, no way. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Another hunt.
Wake up with you on my mind. Celebrating just count down the time. So I leave my work out like Shakira. I so why call me a mulera. Jagara kurabe kot nera. Just wanna put you in my cabera. So I check my baggage for some senting. Wagaran yung kukuri rente. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up.
Kinda, N-O-Y, mere. Kinda, be a bad belly. Kinda, tell me if you feel it. Kinda, do it when you're ready. Kinda, tabina kanene. Kinda, hands up in the air like. Kinda, N-O-Y, mere. Kinda, be a bad belly. Kinda. Anaduku dance the hard caliber. People like it, Basaya Balaba. Assassi, Assassi, Mardadi, Fisassi. Kanda Milani, Tebutu, Fisassi. Too much beauty, you don't need a trace. Bring it up, yo, Jibunana. Hilu Zaidi, Jabanana. Talkum Kul Kanda Mana.
Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, chop, chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up.
Kinda, N-O-Y, mere. Kinda, be a bad belly. Kinda, tell me if you feel it. Kinda, do it when you're ready. Kinda, tabina kanene. Kinda, hands up in the air like. Kinda.
What the fuck was all of that zestiness right there? Hold on. What is going on here?
Kinda, tell me if you feel it. Kinda, do it when you're ready. Kinda, tabina.
Uh-oh, hold on. Wait a minute. What?
Kinda, tabina kanene. Kinda, hands up in the air like. Kinda, N-O-Y, mere. Kinda, be a bad.
What the fuck is going on in the United States of America?
Kinda, N-O-Y, mere. Kinda.
That's the mayor of New York City. Oh, that's the mayor of New York City. Conda. Dung. Conda. 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 Can't believe what we seeing up in New York City, bro. Can't believe what we seeing in NYC. Y'all deserve a hand clap for that. No, I'm going to punish you niggas. Y'all wanted to talk shit. Y'all wanted to go back and forth and say, oh, no, Anton, that's why you got to get a prostate exam. Well, you're going to suffer through the rest of this goddamn song, too.
Yeah, bad belly. Kinda.
Whoop! I got the same mystery as chapati, origins of India, but born in Eugene. Rock brown skin, bandi mona yogandaru, yembeko muru zogune muru ganda, so I take my cabera, get it.
This is what y'all get for letting hip hop be opened up to everybody. Yeah. Yeah, remember? Remember? You wanted to gatekeep. You said, nope, skip it. We not going to gatekeep it. We only going to gatekeep it from white people. We going to let Mr. Cardamom come in here and do this. No, remember? Remember, you didn't want to gatekeep. You only wanted to gatekeep it from certain people. No, man, we shouldn't even do this. No, that's the way you wanted to play it. It's the way you wanted to play it. Remember?
Like a big panda, cause I wanna eat it early, silver fully matcha tanda. Chapa was a part, now it's the whole me, Rubitano, yeah, baby, quata quata cordero. Quata quata cordero. Quata quata cordero.
This is what y'all got. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all wanted. Now he's walking down New York City subways, getting the vote of the people. Good God. Y'all can't fucking gatekeep a fly. This is why I ain't got no respect for the community, bro. This is why I don't have no respect for the community. Nigga, if you think, hold on, let me get this off my screen. If you think that anybody is worried about the community ever stopping them or gatekeeping them from anything, y'all couldn't even gatekeep Mr. Cardamom from out. Y'all ain't got no power. Yeah, man, we got to hold it down. We ain't worried about y'all. We got a foreigner. We got a straight up foreigner that wasn't even born in the United States of America is about to become the mayor of New York City, bro. About to become a mayor of New York City. Yo, think anything is possible. Bro, if you was ever feeling down on your luck, if you ever didn't think that you could ever make it, did you ever think that you would be this rich? If you didn't think that you would be great, bro, if this dude, he has never had a job. He's never had gainful employment from a private company or from somebody, like no employment whatsoever. Came over here, made a rap video, and is now about to be the mayor of the biggest city of the United States of America. Anything is possible. Don't tell me it ain't possible. Nigga came over and took over your whole city. He took over your whole city, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Let me read some of these super chats. Took over your whole city. Man, that's a tether for real. What up, Lola? With your cute self says king of consistency. I appreciate that. 392Q says this government shutdown made $40 make $40 great again. That's a fact. 3747. Manny Plays PC says scariest thing a man can hear from his girl when he calls her is, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. That is not true. That's not true. She could be doing anything. She can go and getting some food off the stove, off the oven, or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. That's not true. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's plenty of people. Women go off and take care of business all the time and they have to call you back. They got to call you back. Playing the game says, I saw your video about NYC. I feel bad for the citizens. They're going to watch their city burn to the ground. Equal Opportunity Smoke says, did you see the NAACP and Obama endorsed the white liberal over the black conservative? Turns out pro-black is just pro-democrat. Pro-blacks is quiet now. AD got to bust it open for a real one. AD got to bite the pillow. Oh, I'm going to be so uncomfortable. One time for AD, our resident pillow biter. Ryan, the filmmaker, says, first time I got a prostate exam, I didn't know what was happening. I grabbed the doc's hand and he told me to relax. Yo, that's the thing that we tell the girls. Hey, relax. Relax. Then you press your hand ever so slightly into her back so that she can arch even more. Just relax. You tense. Yo, grabbing the doctor's hand is crazy. It's crazy, yo. Oh my God. Oh, we don't care. $40 is all we got. Snap in Saturday. Oh, bro. Next week is gonna be insane, bro. I'm so glad I'm not a baby daddy in Detroit. Sending support for the health check. Strong hand. Oh, Apex Life. Oh my God. AD, you got to show them the music video again. I just did. Shattered Citizen says, Anton, this concept is called state capitalism. Samuel Hartfield says, I personally think Mamdani is running game no different than telling me a woman or than me telling a woman what she want to hear to damage her cervix. Oh my God. I've been trying to tell them they don't listen to me. It's breaking my heart, says Aaliyah. Nah, y'all done. Y'all done. Safari Noble says, I sent you a video about the Dems plan to make the country fall. It was a speech back in 2013. Safari Nobles also says, every person I've met who was from a socialist country are the most hurt by what Americans are voting for. They don't know what's coming. Nichelle says, NYC is about to vote in a man with an identity crisis. Mika says he's African American. Support the brothers. Jay Benz is, wait, he was born over in booty clapping sounds land. Where's O'Shea Duke Jackson? Come get your mans. It's got to be an episode of Ratchet People Meet. It's crazy. Juan V II says, bro built like a zesty leprechaun. Jason A-Team says, Lord have mercy, this is the best show. Yeah, we have a good time over here. Let me give y'all a round of applause. We have a hell of a time over here. Mr. Lot says this is going platinum in Dearborn in the streets of the DEA. The Danny Shade says, this is wild work. New York is finito. Love Curly Hair says, hello, my king. What's up, Curl? Nah, I'm just chilling. Now I'm going to have this tune in my head all day. Be safe afternoon. Hello, my king. What's up, Curl? What's up, love? Nah, you chilling? Nah, what you got up today? Nah, I've been slow motion, man. Nah, I just been working, man, trying to stay busy. Because I've been, I mean, yeah. I crossed 1 million, but I don't even think about that like that. I'll be chilling. Trying to stay sane, trying to catch up on sleep, because I ain't been sleeping a lot over the last 3 months because, the election was last year. And not only was the election last year, but I just haven't slowed down. We hit the inauguration, and then after the inauguration, we came back, and we've been just trying to take care of the streets and be in the city. So I've been giving to my community, focusing all of my energy over there. And I don't even think about it. I try not to think about money, because everybody's so superficial. I just want somebody that's around me that like me for me. I don't care about money, man. Money is not a thing. Hey, why niggas' voice sound like they just woke up once they get a compliment? Nah, man. It's this whole thing. Man, I didn't have this for so long. Look how scratched up it is. Cause I be wearing my stuff. I don't put a lot of stock in stuff. So I've been wearing it. It's all scratched up. A lot of people like to hold on to their stuff, baby. I believe cars is to be driven, flights to be flown, watches to be worn. I don't care about stuff like that, man. It's so dumb. We always valuing stuff. I value people. You being here with me right now, you valuable to me. And I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. I could be anywhere in the world right now. Anywhere, literally. And I just don't want to be nowhere except for where you taking me. You in my head, man. You in my fucking head every day. You just in my head. I ain't been able to get out of there. What you said to me, you said, what's up, King? I ain't been able to get over that shit. I don't know if I love you. It's too early for that. But I love how you make me feel right now. I can't say that I love you. Because, is that fair? That's not even fair to you for me to say that. Because I feel like I'm putting you in a bad space if I say that I love you. Because there's plenty of niggas that love to be with you, but I got to stop. Hold on. No, you got to go. Why are you kicking me out? I'm not kicking you out. I'm asking you to leave because it's too much on me. If I keep on going down this path, make me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all better stop trying to steal what it is that I got. Don't steal my flow. Don't steal my flow. Low key. Listen, they think that they know. They don't know. They don't know. You niggas ain't got a fucking chance. You don't have a chance. I'm going on a I Choose You 2 tour. I Choose You 2 tour. I'm going on I Choose You 2 tour. Oh, man. Must be my time. Must be my time. Must be my time. I'm over here figuring out what the money is, trying to get it together. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm broken. I'm broken. I'm broken. Hey, love, I'm broken. That's why I'm always by myself, because I'm broken. John Booth Switch says, I'd rather you play Kamala Harris talking for 30 minutes straight than this trash. Oh, man, that was a slapper. David Brown says, make that your theme song, AD, for the MMS. All right, I think I'm going to do that. Conda. Christopher Mayberry says, I'm playing that. That's going to be our theme song for Room 9 on After Hours. Mr. Carter Mom says, just sounds like Mr. Carbot. Sure do to me. For some reason, I can't get that out of my head when I see him. Spaces says, Doc gonna tell Anton to cough twice. Men twerking the Who Do You Love is moist. Conda. Rod B says, patient, could you at least have taken off your ring? Doctor, that's not my ring. That's my wristwatch. Ugh. Making me tense up. You're making me tense up. Oh my God. Have y'all enjoyed the show so far? Every day I come in here and I give y'all at least 3 hours of that work. You know what I'm saying? Give you 3 hours of work. So let me go through and look at what we got going on here. We got that. We got Cuomo. Jamaican me crazy. They got hit by that. We talked about the government shutdown. Yes, we did. Conda. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only talked about 4 subjects? No, we had to talk about more than 4. Y'all got to give me a little bit of credit. We had to talk about more than 4. Right? We didn't talk about more than 4? Good gosh. What am I doing? I gotta stop playing so much. I gotta start getting to some subjects. I'm only talked about 4 subjects so far. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see what we got. Where was we at 4? Let's get to it. UPS. Shout out to the UPS people, the people in Brown. They have so far cut 48,000 jobs this year and 14,000 management laid off, 34,000 operational workers laid off.
Also new tonight, UPS has announced that they've cut 48,000 jobs so far this year. That announcement made on their quarterly call this morning. The company said their 2025 revenue is more than $21 billion. But that's partly because they've consolidated to create what they call a more efficient operating model. 14,000 workers were primarily on the management level. On top of that, they reduced their operational workforce by about 34,000 positions and closed daily operations.
Listen. I told y'all this yesterday. You didn't want to hear me. You didn't want to have a conversation. I'm telling you again now that their stock is up. When they reported these results, their stock is up. They are running up a bag. And I had this conversation with y'all acting like y'all didn't want to know what was going on. And I was telling y'all, I said, listen, you have to understand that the shareholders are the only thing that these publicly traded companies are beholden to. It's the only thing that these publicly traded companies are beholden to. They don't care about anything except for profitability, which they should, because it's the investors' money that they have to focus on. Y'all keep thinking that it's about you. I told y'all the minute that y'all got them deals. Remember when you got your deals? When y'all say, yeah, man, we finally got our unionized ratified contract. That it was going to be over back then. I told you that it was going to be over.
Atlanta-based UPS has quietly cut nearly 40,000 jobs so far in 2025 across the country.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah.
She could work.
And one of its biggest customers, Amazon, has also cut thousands of jobs here. 11 Alive's Doug Richards looking at what's shaking up the package industry.
Trucks still regularly exit and enter the busy UPS warehouse off of I-85 in DeKalb County. But with way fewer employees and way fewer supervisors at the company's Sandy Springs headquarters. UPS announced it reduced 34,000 jobs in its operational workforce this year, plus another 14,000, mostly management jobs. The company says it expects to save $3.5 billion by the end of this year to create a more efficient operating model that was more responsive to market dynamics.
And so you knew something was coming. I don't know if people knew it was going to be the scale that was announced today.
Emory marketing professor Doug Bowman says UPS and its one-time biggest customer, Amazon, are both adapting to markets changed by artificial intelligence. Amazon told investors it has reduced 14,000 jobs this year to make the company leaner and more cost-effective. Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
Late today, the state...
They not messing around, bro. It's over. It's over. It's been over. It's going to be over.
What's going on at UPS is they are making progress and they're executing on their plan. And their plan really is to create a network that can not only handle but thrive in an ever-changing environment. And that change is being driven by e-commerce. It's being driven by the uncertainty around tariffs. And what they've been able to do is increase productivity through technology, whether it's automation or AI.
Yep.
And that also, they were stepping away from business from Amazon. They noted on their morning call that they're 3 quarters into a 6-quarter.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
And the reason why they want to move away from Amazon business, it tends to be lower margin, lower yielding packages. But that's not to say that they don't want to totally walk away from Amazon, because.
So the reason why UPS don't necessarily care about walking away from Amazon's business is because UPS, most companies don't want to be in the business of small margin items. So I'll give you an example, right? Automakers, I always like to use automakers as an example, completely phased out selling most cars outside of luxury cars, right? So if you want to go into, the smaller luxury segment or whatever like that, so on and so forth, cool, we can talk about it, right? And a lot of those cars are just halo cars. They're loss leaders. They're cars that get you in a dealership so that they can sell you the small to medium, mid-size SUV, CUV, right? But automakers largely phased out even selling smaller cars. Why? Because the margins were too thin and it basically became unprofitable. So what did they do? They started to downsize, cede market share in the car market. And so that's why you see the Koreans selling at the Hyundais and all of them, the Kias and all of that type of stuff. They still make cars. Even when you talk about the Japanese automakers and you say Nissan and you say Toyota and Honda is struggling. Nissan is struggling. Toyota is still selling cars because if they sell enough at volume, they sell enough Camrys at volume, they can still have the crown. And more importantly, they can make money because there's money in volume. But when you start to scale down, y'all keep asking us, hey, why ain't there any $20,000, $30,000 cars anymore? Because it doesn't make sense and the margins are too small. Now, when you start to move up in margins and lessen and not focus so much on volume, you actually make the company more profitable. So then what does that do? Because their profits are up. They literally just had a great quarter that they just reported on. Their profits are up. So not only are they phasing out having to service people like Amazon as a part of continuing to boost their business because the CEO is actually doing something right for the shareholders, what are they doing? They also get to eliminate the cost that it takes to deliver those low margin packages. They can get rid of and lay off all of these people that still work for UPS. they don't have to continue to have all of these people that work for UPS. So you're cutting costs, increasing profitability, and not worrying about low margin business. They're focusing on quality over quantity, and the only thing that they care about is profitability. Now, if they can start to scale up and get more high margin business that generates more revenue, then they can become even more successful as a company.
Because they're
who is the most profitable automaker? What's the most profitable automaker? I think it was Porsche, as far as I understood, but I can look it up again. Oh, profitable as far as generating profits. No. Most profitable car company per car sold. I guess I should ask about the margins. Ferrari is the most profitable car company per car sold, with a profit per unit significant. Well, we're not talking about high end, but we'll go with it. With a significantly higher than any other manufacturer due to its luxury, brand positioning, and high pricing power. Other companies like Porsche also have high per unit profits, while mass market brands like Toyota and Volkswagen, despite high overall sales, have a much lower profitability on each vehicle that they sell. That's my point, is that Toyota is a volume mover. Ferrari is a profitability based off of per unit sold. So it's saying that the company generates extremely high profits per unit, reportedly over 136,000 per car sold. So what does that mean? Now you just have to sell less vehicles, which means you have less overhead, which means you have less factories, which means that you need to spend more time on brand marketing and development and engineering. You don't have to spend as much money on plants. You don't have to spend as much money on contracts. You don't have to worry about unions. You don't have to worry about building all of these and maintaining these electric vehicles and all of this stuff. You don't have to be a volume mover, because you're increasing profitability while reducing the amount of time and energy that it takes to manufacture a car. Then they can be bespoke, right? Which means that every car is custom made. Then you can spend more time per vehicle because you don't have to worry about profitability and moving a certain amount of units in order to become profitable on that particular car. You don't have to worry about engineering that car. You don't have to worry about cross-platform sharing. So all of your costs go down. Porsche, as another luxury brand, Porsche receives high profit per unit, reportedly around $37,000 per unit sold. So for every unit sold, on average at Porsche, they actually benefit and they get a profit of about $37,000, which is why the Volkswagen Group they want to keep this inside of their portfolio. And what's so dope about Porsche is that they can then share their platforms with Audi and other, Lamborghini and so on and so forth. And then it goes down from there. But mass market companies like Toyota and Ford had lower per car profit margins because they sell a high volume of lower priced vehicles. In 2023, the per car profit for Ford was $1,800. That means, because see, y'all all say, well, cars are too expensive. That's because union contracts are too expensive. Engineering costs are too expensive. Facilities are too expensive. Maintenance is too expensive. Engineering the car and putting it together. Auto shows, marketing. Like Ferrari don't have any marketing per vehicle sold, right? So for every vehicle that Ford sells, which is why they're trying to sell so many trucks, and it actually is higher per truck and they're making up for the volume that they lose per car, it's $1,800 per vehicle sold. Toyota is $2,800 per vehicle sold. And so when we break this down and we're coming back over to UPS, right? And we start to have this conversation, and make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description of the video. Now you can understand why profits are up, even though they are cutting costs as far as workers, and they're no longer servicing as many Amazon packages, okay?
Their return business is a good business for them. And we're seeing, the success in the numbers. And, going into the quarter, I think investors were cautious or had low expectations, and management kind of exceeded those with the results. And their outlook really shows us that, expectations for the fourth quarter in 2026, at least as it relates to, sell-side analyst consensus, is probably a bit low and it needs to move higher.
So when y'all was saying and y'all was thinking, well, no, it's Toyota. No. Toyota generates the majority of the sales and the profits per vehicle sold. It's Ferrari, then Porsche, and then it goes down from there. All right. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. More layoffs to come as companies become more efficient and they look to increase their margins and profitability. We talk about this inside of the Patreon when we start to evaluate stocks and the companies that we need to invest in. So if you are not a part of the Patreon, if you are not a part of the Bag Chasers, let me make sure that I got that link in the description. Give me a second. Some of y'all don't get it. Some of y'all don't understand. I know a lot of people say it. A lot of people say it. There you go. Pin to the top of the chat now, too. All right. Just pin to the top of the chat. Tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pin to the top of the chat. We switch back over to my other account with the premium on it. We got to make sure we got that premium on it. Yeah, Tesla is also a really good one because they don't have to spend any money on marketing. Have to spend no money on marketing. All right. Before I read super chats, let's go into one more thing. Let's talk about, I didn't talk about this yesterday, so we'll talk about this one.
As millions of dollars pour into the Trump administration, a nearly record high number of cars are being repossessed as more and more Americans continue falling behind on their auto loan payments. This year, more than 7.5.
We're going to be live streaming today. This week, we doing Stock Club. We go over the 8 things that we look for when we're looking to invest in a company. A publicly traded company is going to be dope. But we target specific industries.
Cars have already been assigned for repossession. That number, though, is expected to hit nearly 11 million by the end of the year. That's according to data from the Recovery Database Network.
So far this year, 7.5 million vehicles were assigned for repossession. So if you're a repo man, you booming. You booming. If you the repo man, I see the trucks out there. The little the tow trucks, and they had a not for sale on there, and you could see the little thing for them to go back and back up the car and be able to pick it up. Repo man booming right now. Repo man booming right now. Booming right now. Getting all of the money. The tow truck companies is getting all of the money. 10.5 million cars will be assigned for repossession by the end of the year. I mean, it's a lot of people capping. I mean, it's a lot of people capping. Before we get into this, let me ask y'all a question. What's wrong with a paid off car? What's wrong with a paid off car that nobody can take? You know, I did the review video where I was showing, I did the Flux City thing, and I was saying to the guy, I said, listen, I don't really deal with banks, you know? We got to deal with banks in order to get our money back and forth and so on and so forth. But I don't deal with banks when it comes to loans on properties. I don't deal with banks. And he said, why not? You need that in order to scale. You got to be able to do this and use other people and get the hard money loans, whatever. I said, because I don't have no stress. I ain't got no stress. You know, we just building it. We put our own money up. But once we do it, we own it outright. We don't have to worry about no mortgages. We ain't got to worry about nothing. The only thing we do is we pay the property taxes. We pay the summer taxes. We pay the winter taxes. And then we pay for the insurance and we chill. That's true passive income. We ain't tripping. We ain't stressed out. We just own it outright. Own your crib outright. Own your car outright. That's why we ain't got to worry about none of that because we chilling. 10.5 million. We don't see nobody with the red bow on their car stunting on the gram no more. Hey, just treated myself. We don't see none of that. You know what I see? You know what I see? I see people, and this is just the honest to God truth. I see people, mainly women, saying, ooh, I'm glad I gave my car up. I just gave my car up. Somebody sent me a video that I just checked out today. Here, hold on, I'll pull it up for you. Somebody sent me a video today. I just checked it out today because I was trying to figure out if I was going to do a reaction video to it. And it was of a woman. Was that on this channel? Let me see if I need to switch. Maybe I didn't look at it yet. North Carolina. Yep, this is it right here. Come get my car. Hold on, I got you.
To move, you know, God opened this door, this opportunity for you and your family to have a home and be blessed. And I'm still blessed. So let's not get that twisted. Oh my goodness, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Like God. Y'all. Okay.
You saw this video, Sabrina? I haven't really seen it all.
And where I'm at with all this. Let me show y'all something. First, let me show y'all the date. Because y'all know who been following me, been knowing the problems that I've been. It's 3:30. It's Saturday, October the 25th. Do y'all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure y'all see this. Let me show you this. My way to leave the house to go get gas. And the check engine light is on.
Yo, that's crazy. 5 miles? Hold on. Is that 5 miles to E? Is that 5 miles to E?
God, all I can say is thank you for confirmation. Thank you for cutting. Thank you for, just thank you.
Finna get gooder. This finna get so gooder. Hear me when I say this. Why is that important, PMJ? Listen to your doesn't come. God, you're not buddy. And your go forward a slide if you don't mind. Because sometimes
she got that Louis bag though.
Where you comfortable. And your relatives where you can control stuff. And the land and from your father's house so you
got the Louis bag.
not comparing your blessing to your daddy. I want you to leave comfort, control, and
Okay, y'all. So I had to make this video, and y'all know I got to use my mic with my cord because I still have not yet to order another mic because it's some kind of firewall malfunction with it. I don't know. It only works when it's on the charger. But I had to do a sit-down video with y'all real quick because I'm not me if I don't be real, if I don't be raw, if I don't be transparent. And this might can help somebody. Everybody thinks that, you know, these content creators, these people that's entrepreneurs just got it all together. In reality, we really don't have it all together. In reality, we're fighting for faith at the size of a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual thing. So I sat down and do this video because I took notes on my phone because I don't want to skip anything. I don't want to skip nothing that I want to tell y'all. But let's get into me in this car. So y'all know I let in-person boot camp go. Y'all know when I let that go, there was a relief off of me. It was like a heavy weight that I was just carrying around for the past 2 years, maybe a year. I say maybe a year and a half. And I just wanted it to go. I wanted to release it. I was afraid, but I done it. And my car been giving me problems since I got it. And not only it's been giving me problems since I got it, it's weighing me down, like to the point where I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. So I've been sitting in this too, y'all. I've been like, I wanna trade my car in, but I'll be upside down. I wanna get another car and trade it in, but the math ain't mathing. It's not making sense. And this is when you have to be real, you have to be honest with yourself, you have to be, smart, and you have to make wise decisions when it comes to finances, when it comes to, is this something that I need? This is something that I want, or is this something holding me down? Is this disturbing my peace? Because if it is any of those things that's bringing me bad or negative vibes or weighing me down, my peace is way more important. My clarity is way more important. So I made a decision, y'all, that I'm letting my car go back. Am I trading my car in? No, I'm not trading my car in. I am letting my car go back, y'all. And let me get to this. Let me get to why I'm letting my car go back. Because it's been sitting on me heavy. For one, when I sat down and went over my finances, I was like, this car note is kicking my ass. It's kicking my ass. My car note is $700 something. So
I get it, babe. I get it. I get it, boo. I get it. You gotta come kick it with a real one. Gotta come kick it with a real one. Gotta come kick it with a real one. You know what I'm saying? We can get your car back. We'll fix that. But again, this is what we dealing with. This is what we dealing with. This is a real thing for most people. No cap. It's a real thing for most people.
Networks. Tariffs have played a part, increasing some sticker prices, with automakers saying they tried to hold off on raising prices when the tariffs first kicked in. But now many companies saying they just can't afford to do that anymore. So joining me now, automotive expert and co-founder of Car Edge, Ray Shefska. Ray, thank you so much.
I don't have nothing negative to say about her. I'm just saying I use that as an example to illustrate that a lot of people are going through the same thing. And it's one of the reasons why you see this 10.5 million number. So when y'all see people that are out here and you see, you know what I'm saying, they fighting it, or they flexing for a real one, but they don't really have it. They just trying to keep up appearances. And there is no shame in making adjustments. Let me say that. If you are going through it, or you trying to figure it out, or you trying to get your finances to I've been there. I've been there in real life. I really have been there. Man, I've lost all my cars. Y'all know the story. I done told it 1,000 times. For those of y'all that's not familiar with the story, I've been there. I went broke. I moved back into my mom's basement. I revamp my mindset, but I never went back there again. I said, I'm never going back to the same dark space ever again.
For giving us some of your time today. We're hearing a lot of warnings about the auto finance industry as a whole being at a breaking point. Do you agree?
You're going to go through it.
We
Cyclical.
are
It's up
seeing
and down.
signs that the difficulty that many Americans are having in making their car payments is a growing and troubling sign. So yes, I think as we continue to see repossessions move forward and go up, you have to also consider that many of the large banks out there, the lenders, are actually increasing their loan loss provisions because they don't expect the loans that they wrote in the past to perform at the level that they thought they would. And in many cases, they're actually delaying the repossessions by trying to work with the customers to extend their loan terms.
The banks don't want your car. They want you to pay for your car. They want to find a way for you to continue to make your car payment, because how do banks make money? Banks make money through the interest that you're paying for the car note of that car. All right? Banks don't want your money. Banks want you to continue to finance. They want to figure out a way to get you qualified. They want to get your credit together. Banks want you to be successful, contrary to popular belief. They want you to be successful so that they want to give you money. And in a time where you start to see this type of stuff happening, furloughs, layoffs, people are going to default, you know who they really value the most? The people that actually generate a lot of revenue, because then they open up their pocketbooks. I'm not just talking about cars. I'm talking about in general. When I told y'all that my sheets look beautiful, right, for real estate, and I don't have any loans, I am getting calls. I'll show you my emails right now. Chase, private client. Hey, can we meet with you? We want to extend some whatever to you. They reach out because they want to give you the money. They want to give you money. They want to give you money because they want to be in business with you, because they can't find too many people to loan to. And once they qualify people, and then that's when they got to start looking at subprime lenders or subprime borrowers. And then that's when you start to have a similar situation to what happened in 2008.
For a couple of months abatement on payments. So the repossession issue is a real concern at the moment.
So Ray, walk us through that. I mean, how many payments can borrowers generally miss before that big tow truck shows up at their home, at their job, or at the grocery store? They come out and there's no car.
Typically, once you start falling behind 60 days, the banks become very concerned, and they normally don't like to let it get to a 90-day delinquency. But in many cases, we're seeing that today simply because the banks don't want to be repossessing as many vehicles as should be repossessed. I think they're trying to play a little bit of a waiting game here so that it doesn't sound the alarm bells.
All right, so Ray, lots of families right now, kind of trying to juggle a lot of different things, trying to do this balancing act. But in your opinion, does some of this also come down in any way to, type of exploitive lending practices?
Well, on the subprime side of things, obviously we see people being charged 24, 25, as much as 30% interest on car
That's
loans.
crazy.
And that's onerous for especially the people that already have had credit difficulties. So there is a certain amount of predatory lending that goes on. And then
I hate that
there's
word.
other things
People
that
know what they're getting
exacerbate it
themselves
for
into.
the customers, and that is the cost of maintaining their vehicle has gone up. And as we all know, the cost of insuring a vehicle has gone up.
Yeah, people are out here struggling. I don't want y'all to struggle. And so make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as been to the top of the chat. And the culture has always been finance, 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 finance. Until something like this happened, and everybody want to start looking stupid. And then I'm going to say, I told you so. I told you so. Anton, why don't you just... No, I'm going to just go ahead and pay cash, big dog. Man, that's... Okay, cool. Not everybody is losing their cars, and we trying to figure it out. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. First of all, let me just say I appreciate y'all always. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. We did another 3-hour live stream on the Millionaire Morning Show. You know what? Honestly, I just have so much fun. I have so much fun with y'all. I know we be clowning and stuff, and that's just a part of the show and stuff, but I do. I have a lot of fun with you guys. I think that y'all are so, so awesome to be around. I enjoy y'all every single morning. I can't wait to live stream with y'all in the next couple of days. Tomorrow, y'all get the joke on me again. Actually, for the rest of the week, y'all get the joke on me about going to get a prostate exam. Ugh. But we got to do it. All jokes aside, it's better that than to be sitting here doing some flower bringing and soul searching about how we could have prevented it and why we should be living longer. I'd rather go ahead and take the little 5-minute, 2-minute L or whatever L I got to take. I'm not happy about it, but I'd rather do that and be the example on why we need to go to the doctor and why we need to take care of ourselves than to be sitting here talking about, hey guys, I'm trying to fight this thing off. I don't want to be fighting nothing off. I want to live for a long time. So we got to take care of ourselves. We got to, what's the point of making all of the money if we're not going to be able to be here to spend it? You know what I'm saying? So go to the doctor, get yourselves checked out, taken care of. If you're above the age of 40, go ahead and schedule your pap smear. Fellas, if you're above the age of 40, schedule your pap smear. And I'm about to read the super chats, but I will say this also. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I know in the beginning of the show, y'all was telling me like, yeah, man, this person is trying to reignite an old beef and all of that stuff from 3-4 years ago or 2-3 years ago, whatever it is. Don't get caught up. Don't let nobody trick you out your bag. Don't let nobody trick you out your bag. I know I joke with the women and the ladies and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's entertaining and we like to joke around and make fun of it and stuff. Don't let nobody trick you out your bag. You stay focused. You stay on point. You stay on dedicated to what you got going on. Laugh that shit off. Don't let them get you into no ego trip to where y'all actually meeting up in person and stuff. Don't give a fuck. Just run up a bag. You know what I'm saying? I love you too, Molly. Love you too, babe. Absolutely. I love you too, Molly. All right, y'all. Jerome Gray says, talk about what's Trump's ruining. What the fuck? Talk about what's Trump ruining America game. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what that mean. Honest to God, I don't know what that mean. How? Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. I still don't understand what that mean. Safari Noble says, so owning a car will be a luxury item for those who can afford one, and most people will be driving used cars. Over the past 4 or 5 days, I haven't even had a car. You'll see on tomorrow's vlog. I haven't had a car because I just been, honestly, I've been catching Ubers. I've been doing public transportation. I've been catching the People Mover. I've been catching the Q line up and down Woodward. And I just been kind of chilling because I took my daughter's car to the shop and then it got a new upgraded cold air intake and then it got a tune and it got a couple other things. So I took her truck to the shop and then I just caught an Uber down to the studio, right? And so it didn't make sense for me to go and get another car because then I would have had to drop the other car off, take an Uber, go get her car and all that. So I just was like catching public transportation. One of the things that I realized is I don't need a car. I don't need a car. I really don't. Like, it's a nice to have. I'm going to always have cars because I love cars. But when it comes to actually like whether you need a car or not, I don't need a car. I've been going to the Pistons games, catching Ubers. I've been chilling. Honest to God, I've been chilling. So, and it's better, to be honest with y'all. It's better because then you could just chill, hang out. I like being able to get my work done, talk on the phone, not have to worry about nothing. It's actually a relief not having a car. You know? What up, Jennifer? Nope, don't need a car at all. But you own 12 cars. That's because it's a nice to have, not because I need it. J Ben in the building. J Ben says, no stories told. I do sit heavy. Kendrick Cam. Quezzy, what up, Quezzy? I appreciate you, Quezzy. Thank you for holding me down, my friend. Thank you, Quezzy. But you can't take the bus. What do you mean? I'll be on public transit. Bro, I'm probably one of the only YouTubers that get to it that take the bus and public transportation all the time. I always take at least 3-4 times a week, I'm on public transportation. Whether it's I don't feel like parking or whatever, I take public transportation all the time. You going to the Pistons games, Anton? They got a Pistons game tonight. I don't know if I'm going, though. Honestly. I really don't know if I'm going. Me not know if I go to Piston game tonight. I need somebody to go with me. Everybody that I know is busy. Everybody I know is busy. Even my daughter, she like, Dad, I gotta go to Taekwondo today. I'm like, man, what? Everybody that I know is busy. Ain't nobody trying to, I don't feel like calling. Maybe I'll get a new chick. Ooh, maybe I'll take oh man. I don't know. I love just sitting here kicking it with y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, that's Rita.
Hello.
Hey, I'm on a live stream. What happened?
Okay. So basically, the Dick guy, he's a little bit behind because one of his workers passed away.
Do we know the worker? Did we meet him?
I did, because he's the one who did ours. He did our Dick.
So it wasn't none of the young guys. How did he pass away?
I didn't ask him.
Okay. Well, condolences out to him. I mean, it's no rush. It's not like we in a rush to get it done.
Well, it kind of is.
Why are we in a rush?
Because we have 90 days left on that permit, and they won't give us our bond back if we don't get the COO, the certificate of occupancy, within the next 90 days. So
yeah, but it's only
will
1 or 2.
be done.
It's only 1 or 2 weeks. He only behind 1 or 2 weeks though. So.
Well, that's what he said, but I just wanted to call him and make sure that he would be done within the next 90 days before I went and reapplied for another permit. He said he'll be done way before that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh man, that's bad. That's bad. Shout out to him. Condolences to him. I never met him. Rita be dealing with all of the contractors, but I never met him. So, man, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Health, bro. Health. Health, health, health. Focus on your health. Focus on your health. Focus on your health. You know what I'm saying? That matters. That matters. That matters. That matters. Let me see what y'all talking about. If it's anything. If I need to answer any questions before I get up out of here. Oh, you already answered it for. See, the Chasers know who I am. The Chasers know who I am. You know what I'm saying? The Chasers know who I am. Get that bag, man. Get that bag. Oh, man. Get booty checked. Anton says our streets. Our streets, what's going on, baby? Your pretty self. Meet up in Miami. I'm with it. We got to figure out a date, though. We got to figure out a date, though. We got to figure out a date, though, baby. Got to figure it out. Anton, as a content creator, do you believe that you found your niche? Yeah. I think that my niche is just being me. Like everything that y'all see me talking about, whether it be here on the Millionaire Morning Show, like I'm just talking about different things that I know that's really on their mind. And that's in everything. You know, we got a lot of people in the community that are scared to say that they conservative or they Republican or they may agree with Trump and because they're so afraid of what people going to think about them. It's a lot of people that's, they resistant about how they feel about money or their financial circumstances. But I've been through it and I talked about it multiple different times. I've been honest about it. Guys are a lot of times afraid to give their thoughts because they want to keep simping out or they don't want to look bad in front of everybody when it comes to, our adoration of women or hoes. You know what I'm saying? I have a deep love and adoration for women and hoes because I think it's two different genres, I love them. You know what I'm saying? I like to have women around me all the time. It just is what it is. I'm very respectful of them. They bring me a lot of value, and I love it when they look good as fuck. And I'm married. I'm figuring it out every day. But that's just me. I'm unafraid and I'm unapologetic on who I am and where I stand in this life. And so I think that what people love about me and hate about me, or they love to hate about me, is that I am what I am, and I've never been afraid to be authentically me, even with the people that I know in real life. Like, that's who I am. There's no mystery. I live my life like an open book. I always have. And people are always surprised, like, you must be getting divorced. No. Better than ever on the home front. But then at the same time, I keep my family out of the public light now because I have a whole lot more visibility. And so they're not content creators. I am. You know what I'm saying? They live, I ain't gonna say regular life. They live exceptional lives, but my daughter, all of that, they don't like being in the public. You know what I'm saying? They don't like being on camera because they love the fact that they get to do whatever it is that they want to do without being included on some goddamn thumbnail from some clout chasing bitch that, was looking to get some views and she willing to sell her soul to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so they prefer to be low key. They not interested in being out there, but they made the early sacrifices of being with somebody that is super visible. And so it is what it is. So yes, you're going to always see me out and about. You'll always see me doing things. I'm always continue to be transparent. And you're going to probably see me with the hoes. That's just the way that it is. Because I love the ladies. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So that's it. That's all it is. It's very simple. I'm not a complicated person. Me see money. Ooh. Fire. Hey. You know what I'm saying? We Neanderthals at heart. Civilized Neanderthals. Shout out to Quezzy. I appreciate you again. Thank you for holding me down. Congrats, AD, on all of your success. Praise God. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lafayette says, hey, Anton, I'm currently in PharmaD candidate, and I was thinking about my future after graduation and wanted to know your opinion on opening my own pharmacy. I think you'll be doing great. I think you would boom. I just don't like all of the debt that pharmacy technicians take on. Mr. Youngblood City says, J Ben be lying about his weight. Just kidding. We miss you, dog. I don't know where that came from, but J Ben is my dog. Shout out to J Ben. Yeah, I'll just be kicking it, Antonio. I love y'all. All right. For anybody looking for a coaching call, I will be setting those up for November. And yeah, life is good. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace.